Hello, good morning everyone. Nassau County Executive Laura Curran, and I'm very happy to be at the Hicksville Transit Hub here at the Long Island Railroad. And I am joined by Long Island Railroad President Phil Eng and Anthony Simon, who represents most of the workers who work on the Long Island Railroad. And we're here with one message. We want to encourage people to take the train. Whether you're going to work, whether you're going out for an evening, whether you're going socializing or whatever it may be, take the train. It's a safe option. It'll be good for your blood pressure. We know that there's more traffic on the roads now than ever. People are back on the roads. The economy is coming back. People are ready to get back to normal. And we think getting back to normal safely means taking the train whenever you can. Here in Nassau County, 61% of adults have had at least one dose of the vaccine. In total, that's 45% of our population. We know the vaccine is the key to getting back to normal, to getting our economy cranking again, to get our kids back in school full time. We also know that public transit is really the lifeblood, the vascular system of our regional economy. This is how people get around. It's safe. Phil Eng and his team have done a fantastic job keeping employees safe, keeping commuters safe. And as I say, it's good for your health, not only to prevent COVID, but also the blood pressure of getting stuck in traffic. Unfortunately, the new normal includes more traffic, but it should also include taking public transportation. So think about it. I'm not going to tell you how to live your lives, but this is a good, safe, and often quicker option than getting in your car. Thank you for your attention. I'm going to turn it over to Phil Eng, President of the Long Island Railroad.
Thank you so much, County Executive. It's a great pleasure to be here along with you, Anthony Simon, and to tell everyone that we want you to take the train. We encourage you to take the train. And what better day than a spring day like this to tell folks there is light at the end of this long tunnel. This pandemic has really changed the way we look at things, but the Long Island Railroad is here to support, to serve. The men and women of Long Island Railroad have been working tirelessly throughout the year to ensure that we provide essential service, to ensure that the trains are sanitized, to deliver on critical infrastructure work that we've promised and committed to. And I can tell you today that the Long Island Railroad has never been safer, it's never been cleaner, and it's never been more reliable commute than it has been in its history. And that's because of all the efforts of our proud workforce. And moving forward, we know Long Island Railroad will be vital to restoring the economy, to helping people to get about. And as the County Executive said, whether it's for work, whether it's for play, whether it's for visiting family, it will be here, and it's an important component to transportation on Long Island. As more and more people are getting vaccinated, as more and more businesses reopen or expand capacity, or as more and more destinations allow people to come back and welcome people back, we're here to serve, we're here to deliver on service, and as I said earlier, it's more reliable, it's safer than ever, and it's cleaner than ever. So I just want to say, take the train, and we're here to serve you. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I know before I kick it over to Anthony Simon, Zoom has changed some of our lives. Maybe people aren't commuting to work as much. There's more working from home. Technology has made that possible. But we still have to get around. There's lots of places where we need to go. So with the huge investment that the MTA is making with the third track, with East Side Access, which should be opening, I think, in 2020. We're all crossing our fingers.
2022.
2022, that's what I meant, 2022. More options, more flexibility, and we just want everyone to consider this. I also want to give a shout out to the MTA Police who are here. It's another part of the reason why riding the train is so safe. Kick it over to Anthony Simon.
Thank you, County Exec. As the County Exec says, first of all, her support and leadership during this national pandemic, as you see the numbers with vaccinations, has been amazing. Phil and I have been working day and night with his team and with our members. The trains have never been cleaner, never been safer. The County Exec acknowledged, which she should have, which was perfect. The MTA Police Department is doing absolutely outstanding work keeping the trains safe. Let's get off the roads, let's get back. Our members are going to welcome you back with open arms. It has never been safer. I have never been prouder of our organization and the team that is out there to serve and protect you. So come back, get back on the trains, less stress, as our county exec has said. The roads are getting crowded, And we are telling you that we are not going to stop keeping these trains safe and clean, and we are not going to stop in this effort to sanitize and make sure it's safe for you and your families to get back and ride on the Long Island Railroad. So thank you, and thank you, County Exec. Thank you, Phil Ang, for the support to make sure that we got where we are today. Thank you.
Thank you. And as Phil Ang said, ridership is increasing. It is going up. So we encourage more people to consider public transportation, specifically the LIRR. Happy to take any questions for all three of us.
So that's a great question, because I do know that the pandemic has given everyone a different level of comfort. And as we know, we recently increased service, adding trains, adding cars. But as everyone has said here, we're also sanitizing our train cars every day. We're sanitizing our stations every day. And the other piece that we've been doing is we've been using technology to ensure that as people come back, or if they want to take a look at the Long Island Railroad, the ability to now use the Train Time app and get real-time information with regards to car-by-car loading and how much space is available. It's world-class information that people would, other railroads would love to have. We have it. It's available, and it could be right on your phone. It's also now on our platforms, on the overhead signs. The announcements are also letting people know which ends of the cars have more space if they're unevenly loaded. So there's so many more tools now for riders, in addition to everything that we've been doing. And as ridership does come back, we will have the ability and look to continue to be flexible and add trains to the service. Yes, actually right now, over the last week and a half, we have seen a slight increase ahead of projections. We've been carrying about 28% of our normal pre-pandemic ridership, which is up from earlier in the year. It's the highest we've had since the beginning of the pandemic. Obviously, this time last year, we were only carrying 3%, so 28% and rising is a good direction to go.
And Mr. Ang, what is at stake? I'm over here. Carolyn Gussoff, Channel 2. What's at stake if riders don't come back? How important is it to the future of the Long Island Railroad that people come back? And if they don't, if they like working from home, where does that leave you with vital improvements?
So obviously, fare box revenue is important to the Long Island Railroad's operating budget. But having said that, and I know that there will be businesses and there'll be employees that just change the way the workplace is. But we also know that the face-to-face environment, whether it's 1 day a week, 2 days a week, or in the essential workers 5 days a week, there will be folks that need to rely on the Long Island Railroad. But the other important part of the Long Island Railroad is not just for commuters to work. As we've said here, it's about recreation. It's about supporting on Long Island transit-oriented development. It's about supporting destinations and travel. In fact, when we were carrying record ridership before the pandemic, the 91 million riders, a lot of that growth was actually in discretionary travel. That means whether you're taking a trip to go into the city for the evening for a dinner and a show, whether you're going out to the East End to enjoy the fantastic beaches that Long Island has, or whether you're just going to the communities in Nassau County here. As we all know, transit-oriented development is huge, and the communities and the businesses that have been taking advantage of mass transportation and having a Long Island Railroad station has been seeing great promise and growth. So Long Island Railroad is looking to continue to support the flexibility that we get from third track, double track that was completed, East Side Access is going to give us the ability to serve changing travel patterns, inter-island, reverse commute, as well as the folks that continue to travel into Manhattan in the morning. The HVAC system, is that what you're saying, on the trains? It actually is very robust. It circulates air every 5 minutes, or every 12 minutes, 12 times an hour. And that's actually exceeding what has been recommended for buildings. Having said that, the pilot that is ongoing right now, testing the new HVAC system, has actually been very successful. We hope to bring that to a conclusion. So yes, absolutely looking at new technology as well to further enhance what is already a very safe system.
Frank, what does it take for people who obviously are what does it take from you guys to overcome people's fears of taking the train and having it be overcrowded? What kind of challenges is that handing to you?
Well, I think the information with regards to how crowded a train is, so if you're going in tomorrow, you could actually look at the train time app today, and you could look at the different trains that you may go in on. You could see which ones are crowded. You could see which stations they get more crowded on. And then when you travel on that day, you can actually see whether it's 12 cars, how many of the 12 cars have 25% capacity, 30% capacity, and you could better give yourself the sense of comfort where you can find seating. Having said that, I've been riding the trains every day since the pandemic. Anthony Simon, the workforce, have been working the trains every day since the pandemic, and you can ride the train safely. Mass compliance is at 97% or greater. It has been really all hands on deck effort. I thank the people, the public, for following and adhering to the guidance, and I thank our workforce. So the real thing is to get yourself comfortable, take that first trip, and then from there, you could see the folks that have been doing it every day are very comfortable and been doing it very safely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.